Let's go to Grace in Lakeside, San Diego. Hi, Grace.
Hi, Patrick. I sing. I'm 16, and I like write my own songs and stuff, and I perform at a lot of performances. Like I get requested for
Nice.
gigs and stuff. So
Nice. What kind of
I
songs?
got there's Christian songs and love songs because I'm a teenager, teenage girl. At my last performance, a city council member of like the city that I live in really liked what I was like playing in my songs, and so he emailed my mom and asked if I could play for his campaign for $25 an hour, and the gigs would be like 3 hours long. But he has very not Catholic views, so I don't know if I should sing for his campaign or not.
Ah, I love this. You have a moral dilemma that you need to resolve. This is good. So tell me about his positions, or what does he espouse that is contrary to your Catholic faith?
He's pro-choice and he promotes like the LGBTQ agenda, but also the race is. He told me it's nonpartisan, but he still identifies as like a Democrat, and so he has these like political alignments. But I feel like those will contribute to the things that he's passing.
Right. What office is he running for again? Did you say city council?
I believe it's city council. It could be something more. He didn't really tell me too much, but I know he's real.
Right. This is a good exercise in sorting out what's the right thing to do. So let me offer you some tools that you can use, not just in this situation, but also evaluating other potential dilemmas, okay? So you need to look, first of all, at three things. One would be the thing itself that you're considering doing. The other would be the circumstances. And the third would be your intention. So in this case, the thing itself is you would be performing music, singing, playing music in a public way to support his campaign. Do I have that part right?
I believe so.
Right. Okay, so the act is not merely playing music, which is fun, but playing music for a reason. So in this case, the reason is to support his campaign so that he'll get elected. Now, your motive in doing this, I would think, is, it'd be a sweet gig to make $25 an hour. That's a nice amount of money for a 16-year-old. So that would be nice. So that would be one motive. Another motive would be to get your music more widely known, right? You'd like people to know more about your music, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's
Definitely.
a good motive. Okay, plus it's fun. That's another good motive. So you have good motives. I don't see anything in there in your motives that would be a problem. And then the third category would be so we did, so the act itself, your motive, okay, then the circumstances. Because the circumstances would be, in this case, that he's running for political office and you would be a way to help him get to that political office, to get elected. So I think that's where you've got maybe a problem. And then in the first category, the act itself. So playing music to support a political candidate is not immoral in itself. But if, in this case, the political candidate is problematic, as you say, and is promoting views that are contrary to the truth, then I would say that's a red flag right there. And then on the other end, when it comes to the circumstances, which kind of ties in, because it's a political campaign, it's not like you would be playing for, let's say, a bunch of people in the park and you're there to just make them happy, but you know that some of the people in the park who are going to be there on their picnic blanket support abortion or support something that you don't agree with. In that case, the circumstance would not be a problem because you're not intending to, promote anything. You're just trying to make people happy by singing songs. So it seems to me that that's where this decision has to be made is, would you want to participate directly in something that could promote an evil if this man were to be, I guess I assumed it was a man, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you can see that by your doing this as a way to help him get elected, and keep in mind, that's the key to this whole thing. He's not just saying, oh, you have great music. Can you come to my daughter's birthday party and play music? That'd be different. Or if he said, I really love your music, would it be okay if I, pass out your CDs to people because I'd like them to know it? That'd be fine. But he's asking you to do something that will help him gain office. And once he's in office, he could do more damage, at least in theory. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what's called material cooperation. So you can cooperate with something at such a distance and in such a, you're not directly involved with it and you wouldn't be guilty of anything immoral. But so like, let's say, I use this analogy from time to time, Grace. Think about it this way. Robbing a bank is clearly sinful. And if you are driving the getaway car, even though you're not in the bank robbing the bank, you're still materially participating because you're driving the getaway car. Okay. Now, let's say that you worked at the Ford plant making the car that would be used the following month to rob the bank. Well, you're participating because you're actually building this car. This event hasn't happened yet. It's in the future. But your participation is so remote, and it's definitely not material because you're not intending to do anything wrong. But if the person's driving the getaway car, then he's directly involved. So I think, if you're asking my opinion, that it's not like you'd be driving a getaway car, but you would be directly participating in his campaign that, if it were successful, could put him in a position where he could do more damage.
Yeah.
So for me, if I were in your situation, I would, not knowing anything else about this, if there's something more, let me know. But not knowing anything else, I would say I'd probably take a pass on it. And I'd probably tell him, you know what, I would love to do this for you. This is my dream. I would love to do this. But I don't support these views that you have. And by doing this, I would be supporting your political prospects. And I'm not comfortable with doing that.
Yeah, I emailed him exactly that, and that's when he told me it was like a nonpartisan race, but I haven't replied to that yet. So I think I'm just not going to do it. I've gotten a lot more requests since my last show to play at other places.
Good for
They're
you.
all for volunteering, but I think that it will still get me exposure, and hopefully I can find someone who wants me to sing for their campaign who has a little bit better views on things.
Maybe that person is listening right now. You never know.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Do you feel better about this? Do you feel like a little clearer about what you want to do?
Yes, 100%.
Good. Well, I'm proud of you, and I'm happy for you. And do tell your parents thank you for letting you call me. It's good to talk to you. And stay on the line. They're going to pick up with you, and we'll get some more information, Grace. What a sharp young lady. Don't you think, Cyrus?
That's awesome.
I think she's going places.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I wish everyone would question what they took money for, like this young lady is doing.
Yeah, she is. Now I want to hear her music. I want to find out what kind of music she does. Amazing, Grace. Well done.
For more of The Patrick Madrid Show, visit relevantradio.com/Patrick.